When your mind creates the Buddha, your mind becomes the Buddha. So how does this work? So for example, we look at an image of the Buddha. We see that there's more than just a mere physical form. We just don't look at the Buddha and just see a block of cement. But we see a representation behind it. We see the merits, the wisdom behind it. It means when we chant Amitabha, well, we don't just see the figure of a Buddha, but we see enlightenment behind it. And we are at the same time reflect on that enlightenment and are reminded to become awakened like the Buddha. Meaning that when we chant Amitabha, we should see that there is no greed, no hatred, no delusion, and that there is freedom from suffering and freedom from false ideas of enduring selfhood, and that there is unbounded loving kindness, and that we also see the potential in us for becoming awakened. Right? We see our own awakening ability as well as the object that we are visualizing. And because of this, that our love of the Buddha, this admiration of the Buddha that becomes the catalyst for our growth, becomes a change agent towards awakening. And therefore, we migrate from imagination and faith to awakening and wisdom. So we make that transition, but it has to start somewhere. We do not have wisdom yet. We have only faith. But that faith, because of our change in our mind, you can imagine the chemical reaction. For example, you have two elements, sodium and chloride. By themselves, they are very dangerous, poisonous gases. But when you mix them together, what do you have? NaCl, which is salt. Salt that we eat, table salt that we eat, is edible. But when they're separated, they're poisonous. But when you mix them together, the precipitation that comes out is salt, NaCl, sodium chloride. So same thing here, the imagination that we have and the faith that we have cannot be used yet. But if we continue to focus on it, continue to turn, continue to react, these, like imagination and faith, these two elements, if you will, continue to work on these two things, and they will transform into awakening and wisdom.